Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're reviewing the new Rare Beauty mascara formula. In the past, Rare Beauty doesn't make my absolute favorite products. There's a couple things that I like and a lot of things that I don't particularly like. So we're gonna see how this mascara works out. I'm hoping it's a good one because the past few mascaras I've tried lately have been just not up to par in terms of performance and just the look of them. So let's just go ahead and get into today's try on and review. Before we start, if you're not already subscribed, I would love to have you, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful and enjoyable at any point. But let's go ahead and get started. Starting off with the description of this product on Sephora. The price is $20, which I think is really fair for a mascara. A lot of mascaras nowadays I feel like are charging 30 bucks, $32 depending on the brand. So I do like how Rare Beauty sort of stuck with their prices. They are sort of like, it's a mid-range, but it's a little bit more on the affordable side in terms of products sold in Sephora. So it's described as a universal mascara with a unique eye-hugging brush to lift, lengthen, curl, and volumize every lash type for a lusher look. So this claims to be voluminizing, curling, lengthening, long-wearing, no parabens, and it's also a vegan formula. And it also says it contains castor oil, which is infamously good for your eyebrow hairs and lashes. So let's get started. They also sell a mini version, which I have here. I like the packaging. It's really cute and simple. And the brush is definitely a unique one. It almost has the look of like a traditional volumizing mascara brush where it's pretty dense, but it looks like it has plastic bristles instead of those usually like little more, I don't know if they're made out of hair. I think they're still plastic, but the more hairy looking mascara wands, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, really unique formula. It doesn't really have any indentation or curve in it. It's sort of just this straight up wand. It also doesn't seem to pick up a lot of product, which I like. I do have my full face on besides mascara. I will link everything I use below. Let's get into the application. Now this isn't my first time trying this mascara because I wanted to get a fully developed idea of what I think of this in my head before I talk to you about it, because I just feel like it's a lot more helpful that way. So I did curl my lashes before I started, but I'm not going to re-curl them. We'll just go right on the lashes and show you what it looks like. So if you have trouble getting mascara on your eyelids, a good tip I have is to really look down when you're applying mascara and hold a mirror all the way down here like I'm doing. It creates more space between your lashes and your lid, so you get less of a mess. So I'm just working this formula in. It's not a very goopy or like thick mascara, so I don't find that it sort of gets clumpy or cakey looking too quickly. So here's one coat of the mascara on this eye. So my initial thoughts about the look of this is it's absolutely gorgeous. It reminds me of the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. If you like that mascara, I think you would love this one because it's a similar effect. It's really light and fluttery and more of that like natural vibe, but it can be built up. So with the one layer, I still do like the look of this. It's not super voluminizing. I would say it's more of like a lengthening mascara. It doesn't make your lashes look too thick, and because of that, you can really work with it and it doesn't make your lashes look clumpy. Even with two coats, I find it's pretty hard to get this one to look clumpy, which is a pro. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, and then we'll do the bottom lashes, and I'll build up another coat so you can see what that looks like. Here's the initial coat on both my top and bottom lashes. I did not dip back into the tube yet, by the way. That was just one product application, and this is what it's looking like. Really pretty. I really have no issues with it. I love the brush for the lower lashes. Some mascaras I feel like can be a little bit too intense for the bottom lashes, but this one is really natural and pretty. The brush does a great job at grabbing all your lashes and defining them, so it does give you that very full, like more fluttery look. That's probably my number one descriptive word of this mascara formula is fluttery. If you like that softness, a really gorgeous mascara. So with this first initial coat, I like it, but we're gonna go ahead and show you how it built up. So I'm going back in with a second coat and I'll show you what it looks like. So with the second coat, you're still getting that fluttery look, but you're adding a bit of drama. This is personally how I like it, but I will say to make sure the mascara is still a little wet when you layer it, because this side, actually I think it works both ways. This side was more dry before I went into the second coat, and it didn't give me the thickening I wanted. It was more of just like a lot more volume, but this side was a bit more wet because I did it last, and it gave me more of that like separated thick lash look. So depending on what you like, either do it when it's dry or leave it a little bit wet so it can kind of stick together a bit more. But it layers beautifully. If I do feel like it gets a little clumpy, you know, the little clumps, the tip of your lashes you can get, all you can do is just like run your finger over the top of them and it usually removes that. I do that on the bottom lashes as well. But yeah, that is the look of the mascara. I really am a big fan of this. In terms of performance and wear, I think it does a really good job in both of those categories. It doesn't flake and it doesn't smudge. I'll reframe that. I have gotten maybe like 1 or 2 flakes off of this mascara over a day of wear, depending on how much I put on, but it absolutely does not smudge. Even on my lower lash line, if I'm wearing a dewy concealer, it does not do that, which is pretty amazing. I'm just so glad they actually made a formula that wears well, because like I mentioned in the beginning, I tried a lot of mascaras that were just not a good vibe lately. They've been basically trash. This one is not. It's really beautiful, no smudging, very minimal flaking, so the performance is there. Now in terms of like getting it wet, I'm not really sure. I haven't tried that yet. I feel like most mascaras that aren't waterproof would run if they do get wet. So in terms of what I look for in a day-to-day mascara, this checks all my boxes. I really do enjoy this formula. Compared to my current favorite mascara, which is the Bite Beauty Upswing, I think I would get use out of both of these. Bite Beauty is much more dramatic, very voluminizing. It kind of gives you that like thicker lash look, which is similar to what we have on this side. But if you like a natural, fluttery, fluffy, just beautifully like softened lash, I think you would probably like the Rare Beauty one a bit better. I would definitely repurchase this one, and I think it's good to have both in my collection because they do give me very different looks. This would be more of like a nighttime look, and this one I've been using on the day-to-day basis, and I will for sure pick up the full size of it. I really enjoy this formula. I think they knocked it out of the park. I'm glad I finally found a Rare Beauty product I really recommend and enjoy. So I hope you found this video helpful and enjoyable. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already. But thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.